Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of the Crubcast, a special Crub dating show episode. And I am your wonderful, awful host for today. My name is Kevin, also known as the Golden Bolt. I'll be hosting these three wonderful gentlemen, all playing these wonderful characters. I'm here with All Hail Buckets. Hi, Nico.
What's up, gamers?
I'm here with Chris, Mykonos fan.
Hey.
And I'm here with Brody, Rack Rocks.
I am one with the void.
That I don't know what that means. So I'm going to lower these really quick because I can't see. Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing well. This was a mistake. We're doing a game show today in the vein of the Jerry Springer show Baggage, if you've ever seen it. So these three are going to be playing these wonderful characters. Martin Lockheed von Wellingdale, say hello.
Oi, lads. It's everyone's favourite British pop star here, Martin Lockheed von Wellingdale. 11 number ones. We're climbing.
We're also here with Tommy Tiger. Hi, Tommy.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Is that Tommy Last of Us?
No.
And we're here
Hell
with
nah, brother.
Scrum the Squirt Goblin.
Hello, I enjoy shrimp.
Let's not.
And I'm looking for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel.
We're not doing that voice. Absolutely.
Oh, no.
We are.
Why not?
Absolutely. We are not. This is an audio podcast as well. For those in, shut the hell up. For those in the audio realm, this is also going to be available in video form where we're all wearing stupid outfits. So I strongly recommend that you check out the YouTube feed because the criteria of this dating show is the winner, as voted on by the YouTube comments and other social engagements, gets a date with famous Twitch streamer JTart9. He consented to that. So that's the prize for today's show. He is not here to pick the winner, so you will be. We didn't book him to be here to pick the winner. He was never booked for this show. So I hope you enjoy that. The catch here, if I didn't say it already, is that the actors, the three Crubbers here, don't know the red flags that are coming. They are all red flags as selected by me and our fellow co-Crubbers, and they have to improv everything. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to go through and introduce our contestants today. Let's start with Tommy Tiger. Tommy, tell me a little bit about yourself.
My name's Tommy Tiger. For fun on the weekdays, I maintain the Fallout 76. And what do? I maintain the wiki for that. I leave my weekends wide open for romance, which I've been very lonely on the weekends.
You maintain the Fallout 76 wiki, is what you said there.
Yes. I'm a Fallout First paying subscription member.
Does that pay?
1,650 atoms a month, yeah.
And I also have heard from my producers that you have another wiki moderating role. Care to tell us about that?
No, I forgot it.
Oh, right. I guess that's cool. He's a big fan of the wiki. And we're
how many wiki editing accounts do you have?
Sometimes I just go into a haze, man. I don't remember this shit.
Do you have burners? Like wiki accounts to like upvote the forum posts in the wiki to defend yourself?
It's getting a little personal, but it doesn't sound unfamiliar.
This is a personal show. You gave us all of your red flags before this show started as part of the waiver you signed, bud.
Yeah, that. The randomly assigned ones.
Scrum, what are you?
I'm the Squirt Goblin.
Brody, we can't do that voice. We have audio listeners.
I want to choke this little thing. I tell you.
I don't have another voice
That's
for
fine.
him.
That's fine. Just do you. It's fine.
It's like but then I have to just say in my own voice, I enjoy shrimp.
Look at this guy taking up all of me airtime.
Yeah, no, I appreciate the gusto on the voice.
I'm looking for a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links rival. I need to test my mettle against someone worthy, so you have to take it seriously if you pick me.
So you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel master, is what you're telling me.
I wouldn't call myself a master, but I have trained in the Himalayas.
That's impressive. How did a goblin learn English?
I took classes, you uncultured motherfucker. No.
Yeah, that seems pretty ignorant of you, isn't it?
Didn't you ever watch Pokemon? That's how Meowth did it.
We actually do watch Pokemon over on patreon.com/Crub. We're watching every episode of the Pokemon anime, so you should check that out. And check out the other offerings on our Patreon. It is wonderful. Thank you for the seg and also for the swear jar money. So that brings us over.
Don't ask my full name.
I think I said your full name, didn't I?
No, I have a secret last name I didn't tell you about.
My producer... Jim, what the... All right, fine. Go ahead. What's your last name? Scrum the squirt goblin.
Get ready with the jar.
No, okay, I don't care. Martin Lockheed von Wellingdale, tell us a little bit about you. I have it on good authority that you are a musician of some sort, allegedly.
Boy, lads. Alluded to it before, everyone's favourite British pop star here, Martin Lockheed von Wellingdale, 11 number ones, Bristol, Manchester, London, all of it, really. I love it.
So I also have it on good authority that your band was called the European Union and you left.
Yeah. Well, they all just had an issue with all the fentanyl that I was doing, and so they kicked me out of the band. And well, they didn't kick me out so much as I left myself. So, I have fentanyl and they don't.
We're gonna go ahead and start with you, Martin Lockheed von Wellingdale. We're gonna go through. These are the green flags. This is the green flag round. That doesn't mean they're good flags. They're still red flags, but these are the least bad of what our producers discovered. So
right, I've been told I have no green flags at all. So that's that works for me.
Mr. Wellingdale, you told us you're a sleep puncher.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, you see, lads, when I was very, very young, me mum got me a CPAP machine just for funsies, and I hadn't been able to sleep without it.
You don't have sleep apnea? You just have it.
He likes the way it helps him breathe.
I just like the way it's you know how people sleep with like a stuffed animal, something like that, right? So I sleep with me comfort CPAP machine.
The CPAP machine.
Well, so here's the problem, right? I had a pretty bad house fire a few years ago.
Was it caused by the oxygen of the CPAP machine?
Well, may or may not be fentanyl related, but, you be the judge of that one. But either way, don't tell me insurance company. But I basically couldn't use the CPAP machine any longer. It was not made of durable material, held together by duct tape in it, and went away in the house fire. So now I punch in me sleep, and is what it is. After these boxing lessons, my muscle memory just give me pillow the old one too.
I have to think that our prize date JTAR 9 would be a little concerned about potentially sleeping next to a sleep puncher.
No. Just throw some headgear on the lad. He'll be sturdy. He's good.
Headgear like a CPAP machine.
I mean, are you buying? Those things are expensive.
Tommy Tiger,
yeah.
So the first of your green flags here is that you make eye contact while sneezing.
Yeah, I think it's weak if you don't look at someone when you sneeze. Now, they say if you keep your eyes open when you sneeze, your eyes fall out of your head. But the way I see it, that just lets me get a closer look at JTAR 9. So I think it is a green flag.
Did you train to sneeze with your eyes open just to prove that you could?
No, it's immense pain every time.
Wonderful.
It's not a bad idea. I should have been training, but...
Wonderful. Speaking of training, Mr. Scrum.
Hello.
This has nothing to do with your Yu-Gi-Oh training, but you told us that your first dates have exclusively taken place at Arby's?
Yeah, I mean, like, I want them to tell me if it looks like the sandwich.
You also told us
I think that makes sense, lad. I think that makes it. Can you elaborate?
You also told us that your second dates take place at
genitals,
Arby's.
If it looks like the sandwich. Yeah, I mean, well...
Do you just go to Arby's? Do you just...
Well, because then, like, after the first date, I'll have seen it, so we go back so that I can compare and see if they were lying.
I don't believe that you sleep with somebody on the first date. I don't believe...
I get around.
After going to the Arby's?
Arby's, honestly, it gets you it's like an aphrodisiac, man.
Might have to try
like
that.
the little creature.
Yeah, I don't like him either. He's
I might have to
he's
try,
kind of jacked though, so I don't like how buff he is.
I'll arm wrestle you.
Tommy, we're gonna go back to you because you also told us that you refuse to eat unless it's via the choo-choo method.
Yeah, growing up in West Virginia, we have at least 3 train tracks known nearby. And it really reminds me of my youth and the last time I was really happy. And I have an uncomfortable relationship with eating, so I do need some care and gentle love to be put into every bite, and there's no better way than through spoon-fed delivery of a trained choo-choo.
Would you do that?
I'm comfortable with myself.
Would you do that at Arby's with Scrum?
No.
Now, here's the question. Do you choo-choo the food into your mouth yourself? Or do you have somebody else do it for you?
Straight swallow.
Straight swallow.
That's impressive. What if it's like a harder food, like a hoagie or a kibble?
There's a lot of pain in my life, son.
You do sneeze with your eyes open, so I guess that makes sense. Mr. Von Wellingdale, you also told us that you have a fedora collection from every town you visit.
Oi, lad, I visited a lot of towns on tour, and so I had to get a little bit of local scenery in, right? I found out what better way to do that than a fedora. Can put some pictures on it, can hang it on your fridge. Heck, can even make a pretty decent hat.
Is that for every town you visit or every town you visited while on tour, though?
Well, actually, it's for every single town that I passed through, right? So I take a train through Bristol. I get a fedora from Bristol every single time. My fedora collection, is actually stored across several storage units across London, Bristol, Manchester, and Buffalo, New York, believe it or not.
Aren't those all made in, like, China anyway?
Yeah, well, gotta find some way to keep the cost down, isn't it?
I guess it would rack up if you're... How do you find fedoras in every town? There's got to be some towns that don't have fedora, like haberdashers.
Well, here's the thing, lads. I've actually learned to craft hats myself. For example, look at this hat that I've designed. Right? Looks like a normal notebook.
He is taking a notebook for the audio listeners, and he put it on his head, and it fell down.
That's inventive.
Twice. It fell down twice.
Well, my haberdashery skills, in the best. But you see the point.
I do. So, I guess I want to stay with you. You insist on using a Guitar Hero controller for every video game you play?
Yeah, lad. Controller we grew up on. Legacy skill, innit?
How?
Every time I play, well, here's the thing, right? Back in middle school, all the kids would make fun of me because I wasn't able to play video games, right? Tried to use a normal controller, couldn't do anything.
Almost an accent
So I
switch
figured...
there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you lying about where you're from?
I thought Britain didn't have middle school beef Frankton.
You can't lie to a game show.
Well,
we have good producers, so I guess we'll have to see what the truth holds later in this show. We're gonna jump
what is
back.
This, background check?
Yes, this is explicitly. We filed a police background check for every one of you, and you agreed to that.
I used someone else's urine.
Oh dear.
Did you need to use somebody else's urine?
No.
But do you want to?
Tommy, you told us that your parents bribed your friends to be your friends during school.
Yeah, they were real forward types, They'd come around with the choo-choo train around lunch and give some snack cakes to the other kids. And that was pretty popular, I gotta say. Worked out.
So you didn't have friends. Your parents just paid everybody to pretend to be your friend.
I guess when you put it like that, yeah, that is what happened.
Do you think that had any impact on you becoming a forum wiki moderator?
I think so, now that you mention it. This is a lot to take in. The snack cakes aren't even good anymore is the worst part.
I would imagine.
never talked
you're
about
just
this.
swallowing them. You're not even like tasting it. It's just going right down the gullet like a seagull.
Yeah. And that would be why I eat, to hide my feelings. Huh. Yeah, I never put two and two together on that.
Jim, we also did a therapy session before this, right? We didn't have the budget for it. That, I guess I shouldn't.
Is that why the intern was in me dressing room?
There was an intern? We don't have who?
Oh, dear.
Who needs therapy when you can have a good match of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links? That's all the therapy I need.
Oh, Scrum, tell us a little more about you, because I don't understand what you are.
I'm Scrum, the Squirt Goblin. I just want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, man.
It's my
favorite game.
Why are you a Squirt Goblin if your goal in life is to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, available on Steam for free and also mobile apps?
Because I don't know. That's what I am. I'm Scrum the Squirt Goblin, and independently of that, I want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Like, why? I don't know. Why does my title have to play into like what I am? That's like regressive of you, man.
Yeah, lad. Not every goblin.
Okay.
Hashtag not all goblins.
We're going to close out the green flag section of this episode of the Crub Dating Show with you, Scrum, because we found your VTuber account, and you are kind of a VTuber. Explain.
I am kind of one, in that I host Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links tournaments on my channel, youtube.com/Crub
Official, where you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, get all of our extra video content, and more. It is free. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button as well. We have a bunch of stupid content like this. The bar is only going to get lower from here, folks.
Well, not quite like this, innit?
Well, you don't know about that. But when they're watching this might be all our channel is. There is no floor. We might become a dating show improv channel. This is where the channel's really becoming its own. So we're gonna jump to round 2 of this dating show. The yellow flags. These are markedly worse than the green flags in our producer's eyes, and they're not terrible yet, but they'll get there. So, Tommy, we're gonna start with you again. I have 2 things listed here for you, and I'm going to rapid fire them. One, you still pre-order games after Fallout 76?
Yes, sir.
You didn't learn your lesson?
It's been the most fun, fulfilling game of my life to explore the lands that I already live in.
What games are you pre-ordering?
Well, there hasn't been a new Fallout since, so
you play,
none, but
you play
I'm waiting for one.
You play Skull and Bones?
No, I've been thinking about it, but I'm poor, so I can't really afford it. I think it's cool, but I don't know.
So I have your GameStop receipt from where you gave us your pro membership, and we spent all your points for one. But you pre-ordered Skull and Bones.
You know, I have these stretches where I just don't remember anything. I guess I went to GameStop.
Do you use GameStop as a bank?
Well, I think you're projecting there, Mr. Bolt.
You have 5 pre-orders fully paid of Skull and Bones. You know that game's out now, right?
Gosh, is it? Time flies, man.
This feels too much like an interrogation.
Like, did you pre-order it the first, like when it was announced, like after Assassin's Creed 4?
Who gave you permission to talk, you little freak?
I just have
you don't get to judge me.
We had a theory when we were doing research into this, and we found a second GameStop account with even more pre-orders of Skull and Bones. And I'm just, it feels like you didn't think that game was coming out, so you put all your money into it as if it was a bank. Do you not have a bank account? Because we couldn't find one.
No, I live so far out in the woods. You know, it's closer to finding a GameStop than the bank sometimes, so. All right, you got me. You know, I didn't want to get dog-sit or whatever, but yes, I have been pre-ordering Skull and Bones. I didn't know the game was out. It just sounded cool.
Yeah, so after this episode's over, you ordered them to ship. So all that money is gone, and you have 46 copies of Skull and Bones coming to your house.
Yeah, I thought it was like, we'll keep your money until you are Skull and Bones, so I figured it was like a good long-term investment kind of deal.
Several $100s worth of Skull and Bones is coming
Lads,
to
there's some good news to come out of this, right? You see, now they have your dollars, but you are going to have 48 copies. That's a win-win, isn't it?
That means I could beat it 48 times. You're smart, funny man.
Finally someone sees it.
So speaking of doxing, your second yellow flag, and I don't know why this is in yellow. I have to fire my producer. It says you can find anyone's personal info within moments.
Yeah.
When did you learn that skill?
Well, I'm under court orders to not say, first of all, but I'll say it anyway. My lunch lady, she refused to give me the goddamn choo-choo train. Can you believe that shit? I had to look her up and phone her home and ask what the hell was going on. She said there needed to be a doctor slip or my parents need to come do it. And I just frankly thought that was ridiculous.
What is the choo-choo train?
Were you not paying attention 15 minutes ago, Squirt Goblin?
Lad.
I have to fire my producer. This is getting kind of. I'm upset now. Scrum, I'm going to go to your yellow flags next.
Woohoo!
One of them is chalky milk ? What is that? What does that mean, Scrum?
If you don't, if I'm losing the voice, if you don't get it, then I don't know what to say to you. It's chalky milk.
Is he like one of them vampires and he's turning back because the sun's going down? What the hell is this?
Oi, lad, I was with you up until that point, innit?
It did sound kind of good.
You ever seen the movie Gremlins?
No.
Because
I only watch good cinema, me.
What does that have to do
with? That's chocolate milk.
Okay, so Wellingdale, we'll get to you because you just said something that goes to one of your flags here. Your second flag, Scrum, is that you pull boogers out of your nose like they're trap cards. Like
I do, and then I flick them at my opponents.
Why,
Oi, lads?
To throw them off their game. I need to get them tilted so that I'll win. That's how a true Yu-Gi-Oh player plays, with the heart of the cards and their own bodily booger.
The mind
What's
games.
the rules of this game?
Yeah. First off, what are the modern rules of Yu-Gi-Oh? I haven't followed it since I was a kid.
Well, the modern game is through a system
I don't care,
called
actually.
Duel
we
Links.
don't care. It's not worth it.
I'll send you to the Shadow Realm.
I wish I were there. This is what I get
asking.
This is my community service because I can't talk about it. Wellingdale, so one of your yellow flags, you have 3 here. One, yet again, should not be a yellow flag. I really need to hire a better producer. But the first one is, you said you watch only good cinema. I have it on good authority that you only have 2 posters in your house. One is the Hobbs and Shaw poster behind you. And in your bedroom, you have 3 poster frames. 2 of them are empty, and one has The Godfather 3. And when we asked you why, you told us because you haven't found 2 movies that hold up to that standard of greatness.
Oi, lad, I mean, look, it's just like me, it's like me Mount Rushmore in it, right? I'm sure they didn't build Mount Rushmore in a day, right? They probably decided that was one person on there.
Have you seen The Godfather 1 or 2? Did you know that there are multiple Godfather movies, Wellingdale?
You mean to tell me that for all this time, there have been 3 of these movies, and that I haven't consumed them? I just don't think that's true. I think there's only... they just called it the 3rd movie because they wanted people to go on a wild goose chase for the first 2.
Go ahead.
Look it up where? In the Encyclopedia Britannica? You think because I'm British that I've read the whole encyclopedia?
Yes.
It doesn't work that way.
You told us that's your other yellow flag, that you read the entire Encyclopedia Britannica.
Right. Well, actually, I have. Not sure about my comprehension skills, but I have at least glazed over every bit of text in that piece, and I really liked it. Really, strong openers, strong closers, strong middle.
I'll help you out here because 2 of you have this listed together. Tommy, I'm going to bring you in on this one. Both of you have not had a non-alcoholic beverage in 6 years. How do you?
Red flag these days?
Oh, it sounds like I found me a drinking partner, innit?
You have not had water or soda
No.
or tea? Have you didn't have you're British. You have not had tea?
Well, no way. Me kettle's just for looking at, innit? I just look at me kettle. I do not ever use.
Do you just use? So that's also
never use.
You don't use any utensils in your house. There's the CPAP machine.
No.
There's the kettle.
Well, remains of a CPAP machine, lad.
Tommy,
Done,
you have
done the
The remains.
You have like
Kept the corpse around, innit?
Beer in that kettle machine, man.
Do you have, so you have
just
an
didn't know what the
urn?
hell.
Like an urn for your CPAP ashes?
Got me CPAP machine. I got her buried. I got her cremated. Didn't get her buried. Got her cremated. And
It's really a very sensitive topic.
yeah, if I'm honest, I haven't been able to really talk about it very much because, by God, I've just been punching in my sleep way too much, innit? I just can't stop.
I remember when my CPAP died too, man. I feel you, man. It don't get easier.
Is the night punching because of the nightmares?
Well, first of all, thanks, Tim. I really appreciate it, and like to have a pint
Tim.
on me. Like to have a pint on me if you ever want to, and to this little what are you again?
I'm Scrum the Squirt Goblin.
Right. And what did you just ask me? Every word that you say goes in one ear, right out the other. Sorry, lad.
I asked if the night punching was caused by the loss of your friend.
Well, I can tell you what they are caused by now, and it's going to be the image of you in my head every single night.
That's where I live. That's my home.
Not anymore. It's not.
So-
Eviction.
I have one more for you, Wellingdale, but we're going to come back to it because, no, actually, I guess this is the last of the yellow flag, so I guess I can't stall this one out further. Why is this a yellow flag, Jim? You open mouth kiss every dog you see.
Mm-hmm. Don't think that one needs much explaining. I love dogs.
No, it absolutely needs... Wellingdale.
What is that? Is that unusual?
My dog is sitting under me and he just growled. I'm not even exaggerating.
What? I mean, well, he doesn't like it. I've been told that you're supposed to do that with dogs, okay? I was told that you're supposed to open mouth kiss every dog to assert dominance, isn't it?
No.
Outside of peeing. I mean, it's the only way to do it without peeing everywhere.
Hold on. When you say peeing, explain the process of peeing around dogs, because we didn't get that in our background check.
Well, unzip your pants, lift a leg, go to town.
Where?
Scrum, you might want to be careful.
wherever.
You look like a dog.
Are you
That's
peeing?
okay. The way I assert dominance is by bringing out my Exodia Necross.
Boy, lad, you look
Wellingdale,
like
are you
you,
peeing on dogs?
No, I'm just peeing on spots that dogs have already peed.
That's not much better.
I can smell it.
That's not much better.
It's olfactory.
We're gonna. If you are consuming this anywhere in the audio or video realms, please let us know in the comments who you think is winning so far in your mind of these three eligible, very appealing bachelors. I would love to know who is the one that you want JTart9 to go on a date with the most. So we're gonna jump to the red flags, and so Scrum, I have three for you.
Oh, goody!
One is you've never lost a Yu-Gi-Oh match without screaming.
I haven't. Because when you lose a Yu-Gi-Oh match, you get sent to the Shadow Realm, which, if you didn't know, is a very scary place, and I don't like going there. So obviously, I'm going to scream every time I lose because of the horrible fate that awaits me in the Shadow Realm.
I have it on good authority because you told us about the Arby's dates, that at the Arby's dates, you also often played Yu-Gi-Oh! With the local kids. Thankfully, nothing weird came out of that, but you've only ever played against children.
I try to toughen them up so they become worthy opponents later in life.
Seems like he's only looking for people roughly his size, isn't it?
Well, yeah, because if I win, I like to do a little dance, and sometimes that makes them mad and they beat me up. So I only play with children so that I don't have to worry about that as much. It happens sometimes still, but like not quite as often, which is nice.
Scrum, how tall are you?
I'm none of your business.
So 5'11".
That's my favorite convenience store.
I
swear jar me for that one.
I don't know how to go about the second of your red flags, Scrum. It just says January 6th.
I plead the 5th.
Shit, I thought I saw them there. God damn.
Wait,
Scrum,
Tommy, we don't have you.
I never heard
Tommy.
of that date, innit? Doesn't ring a bell.
Wait, what?
You didn't tell us that you were.
I just thought everyone went, you know?
Why did you go there?
To stop the steal!
I love my country. I saw a weird little goblin thing heading into the central chamber, and I figured I'd had to stop it. Lost track of him.
I was trying to send Nancy Pelosi to the Shadow Realm.
I do not know who you were talking about.
So, Tommy, you and Scrum seem to have a ships in the night passing moment, except that you were chasing him down to stop him from invading.
You know, and the more I hear from that little freak, the more I wish I'd caught him. Wrung his little neck.
I wish
send him to the shadowed realm or whatever the hell he's going on about. Weird little freak.
But luckily you can't catch me. The only way to defeat me is on the battlefield.
Boy, this lad looks like he secretes grease.
You know what,
never be able to catch him.
I'll challenge you to a duel after the show.
Comes out of his pores, innit?
Now I can use the Fallout Magic the Gathering cards they've announced, right? That'll work.
Boy,
yeah,
lad,
you can use anything
many...
you want. You don't stand a chance against my Toon World deck.
Boy, lad. How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I gotta get this back on the rails. The third one is that you're sexually attracted to Kirby, Scrum?
Well, I mean, yeah, but it doesn't have to be like an every night thing. Like we only have to do Kirby roleplay like 3 nights out of 7, I think. I think 3 nights a week out of 7 for Kirby roleplay is like the minimum required amount, but like that's acceptable. I can take that.
Tommy,
sounds pretty reasonable, isn't it?
Yeah. So I have 2 red flags for you. You lost your virginity to the Sephiroth theme?
Yeah, man, you know, when you listen to 3 songs all day and shuffles on, it's 33%, you know?
Tommy, when did you start liking Final Fantasy?
And why'd you steal me virginity losing song?
Shit, man, that was you.
Wait, popularized
song.
I mean, I saw him there too. He was there, and I know what you got up to at the event.
Wait, do we all know each other? Is this an intervention?
Lads, when are we talking about exactly here?
I don't know.
Were you guys in DC around January? Is that what you were talking about before?
You just said you.
Is there a gas leak in here?
Hold on. No. Hold on. Do you have a fedora from in your collection from DC?
As a matter of fact, I do.
What?
Show us the receipt.
What color is that fedora?
Oh, it's red.
Does it have text on it?
You could say that, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bought it from a gentleman wearing really large headdress, and it looked like a reputable guy. That's a face paint.
I have to report this to the FBI. All right, your second.
I'm suspicious of Martin. He seems his stories don't always connect in a way that is consistent. I think he might be lying about his identity.
Martin, did you vote?
Well, it depends on voting what now, isn't it?
When did you most recently vote?
Well, 2016, isn't it?
You're British. Jim, search his name again.
No.
We'll come back to that.
Before it comes out.
Name. No. Go ahead.
No. No, I want to see what your producer comes back with.
Okay. All right. Your second red flag, Tommy, is that you're also sexually attracted to Kirby. Do you care to explain?
I'm gonna have to Google this Kirby fellow.
Who needs J-Tart 9? I mean, let's just go off together. Clearly, we have things in common.
You told us that you specifically said you were sexually attracted to Kirby.
Well, damn, look how big that mouth gets, though. Jesus
Unless he
Christ.
was lying about that, too.
I have a new red flag to add. I'm sexually attracted to Kirby.
You told us that 6 weeks ago during the pre-screening. That's why it's here on your.
I was just making sure you got it down.
You know, I got something to say. Something to say too. I actually wrote that on me entry sheet as well.
We'll get there. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we're going to come over to you, Wellingdale. Jim's getting back to me. I have two here. One is that your first big red flag is that you have a puppet fetish where you're the puppet.
Yeah, well, you know, just something really gets me gears going about having a hand.
You know what? Stop there. You're also sexually attracted to Kirby.
Absolutely. 100%. Not even a question.
Where did you
If Kirby swallows you, are you like a puppet and he's the puppeteer, or do you become the puppeteer?
Does he fit around you like a condom?
Well, actually, I become Kirby.
Oh. Okay.
Kirby becomes...
Do you mean like he sucks you up and steals your power?
Now, I'd be careful saying you become Kirby in a room of Kirby.
He actually he steals me social security number. That's what he steals. He steals me identity, innit?
Wait a minute. I don't think that's Martin at all. I think that's Kirby.
No. Jim just got back to me. He has told me that you're from Ohio, Martin Lockheed von Wellingdale.
Hell no, son.
Your name is Taylor. Do you want to?
Well, lads,
is any of what you told us true?
Seems it's everything aside from being from England. I was born in Columbus, Ohio. You're GD right in it, but so I developed the accent from my parents were never home in it. They showed me children's shows. They showed me that goddamn Peppa Pig, and that's where I got the accent from. I was watching hours of Peppa Pig. I've probably seen more of that show than anyone else on this planet.
Peppa Pig only started airing a handful of years ago.
I know.
You're 35.
Yep.
Did you not know how to... Were you nonverbal for the first 30-ish years of...
Yep. Hit the nail on the head, innit? Wasn't able to talk me. That's why I'm sexually attracted to Kirby. He was the only one who'd show me love.
Because he speaks in monosyllables and he's pink.
Well, basically, I didn't start speaking until the CPAP machine, until the house fire, the CPAP machine, and we took the CPAP machine to get cremated, and that's when I started. That's when I started speaking, and honestly, it's been all the dogs that have helped me really get out of my shell. Otherwise, I don't know that my lips would have touched anything else.
I feel normal again, thank God, Jesus.
Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Tim.
So I don't know where to go from here. If you haven't hit the like button, I understand, but you should. There is one more round here of this red flag Crub dating show for our 3 honorable guests here. This one, you all had similar ones, so we kind of just put them in a roulette wheel. And so just tell us if this is true about you. Tommy, give me a number between 1 and 7.
Oh shit! This math shit's so hard, man.
It's just give me. It's just it's one number, Tommy.
A good learning tool is to play trading card games like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. They'll help you learn basic math as you have to figure out how many life points.
I'd like to go with the number 1.
Okay, so these were the worst of the worst as far as the red flags go. The stuff that were specifically on, specifically on a very common list that's not necessarily our esteemed contestant JTart9's list of hard no red flags. But they're commonly seen as hard no red flags by everyone we polled. You don't have daddy issues.
I guess not. No, he'd always spoon feed me with the choo choo, and we got along real nice, boy.
That sounds like you do have. Why?
Nah, man, we're greener than green on a pepper, man.
They really want people with daddy issues? I don't understand people anymore.
Sounds all above board to me, isn't it?
Scrum.
I'm okay with calling him daddy if it comes to that. But.
Scrum, give me a number between 1 and 6.
4.
You make Santa sit on your lap.
I do, because I feel like he'll be more inclined to grant me my Christmas wish if he can feel the warmth of my body on his as I comfort him.
What's your resting body his hair. What's your resting body temperature? Because I don't know what you are.
47 degrees Celsius.
That is
kind of hot now, isn't it?
I run a little hot.
Very hot now, isn't it?
For a big guy like Santa, it's comforting because it means my heat can permeate his many layers of gelatinous body.
I feel like, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, wouldn't he mistake you for an elf?
No. Santa understands the difference between a squirt goblin and an elf.
Right. I can see that now. Makes sense to me. All above board.
Wellingdale, or Taylor, I should say, give me a number between 1 and 3. The rest of these will not be revealed. That we agreed to that as part of the compensation package that you are all somehow receiving for this episode.
Wouldn't have done it without compensation in it. Even if me real name really did get revealed. I suppose the only number between 1 and 3 has to be 1.
It's a good number.
It's the only one I know.
Oh, dude, what the? You volunteer at the local vet just because you like bathing the dogs.
How else am I going to get me mouth on them?
No, Taylor. You told us earlier that you open mouth kiss every dog that you know, that you run into, that you encounter, that you see.
100% of the time. Ohio tradition.
How do they let you at the vet? This feels like a crime.
Stolen identity. I stole Kirby's identity, and
what do they do when they see
Kirby's
you?
Identity.
What do they do when they see you tonguing the dogs that you're bathing?
Smile. Say hi. Might not be the best vet in the world, but you know it's in the back alley.
Is this where you get your fentanyl?
It's a job done, isn't it? Well, yes.
He smuggles it through the dog mouths and kisses it out of them.
He's hit the nail on the head, yeah, isn't it?
Is he going to get a bigger sentence for treason or the dog kissing? I'm a little lost.
I mean, how else do you get fentanyl into your system other than via dog delivery system, isn't it?
You can look it up into that CPAP machine if you didn't kill it.
Is that why it died?
Well, to be fair, now that everything's out in the open, maybe don't investigate who started the fire, innit? Maybe don't look into that. That's all I ask of you. The insurance company won't like that one.
How much
Not very much.
How much was the insurance payout, Taylor?
About $10. $10.
US dollars.
Didn't buy very much insurance now.
US.
I bought it at the same vet office, actually.
You bought house insurance for $10 US while non-verbal.
Well, I mean, the guy told me it was a vet office. He told me I had insurance. Gave me gave me a little slip of paper, said insurance on it, $10.
You can buy a month of Fallout first with that. Some food for thought.
Well, it seems like you and I have a lot in common, Tim, so maybe I will.
Yeah, this whole JTAR9 thing don't work out.
Hey, give me a call, mate. Let's go for a pint.
I don't think I'm ever going to recover from this.
We'll call ourselves the January 6th.
Let us know, dear viewer or listener, which of these wonderful bachelors you think that JTAR9 would pick to go on a date with. Let us know in the comments. Let us know on your social platform of choice. We are at Crub Official everywhere but Twitch, where we are at Crub_Official. Don't let us know in the Twitch chat unless you are currently watching live, where we stream these live every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern is when we normally start. Don't let us know there unless we are live, because you would just be chatting into a void, into the void in which you lose after Yu-Gi-Oh!
Your words will be sent to the Shadow Realm.
Yes.
Is Crub also a squirt goblin?
I hope not.
Sounds like one, innit?
Thank you for tuning in to this first episode, the pilot episode of the Crub dating show. It might also be the final one, but let your favorite creators know that you want them to be a guest on this show, because that's I don't have anything else left in my life.
We did it. We broke him.
And don't forget to @ me on Steam so that we can play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. My handle is my full name.
I'll play
You'll have to guess it, because I still can't say it.
I'll play some of this Yu-Gi-Oh! Game with you, innit? After this, go grab a pint, play some Yu-Gi-Oh!
Awesome.
Tim,
I can't wait to face you.
Tim, you want to come with us? Grab a pint?
Do you have a wiki?
It does,
doesn't it?
And it's in dire need of editing.